there.
I went through a lot of it when it came to the wins,
Okay.
seeing what people was winning in as
Okay.
far as the deletions. I like how you
Yeah.
got that situation where how many deletions you got this week.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I would definitely say I haven't been through a whole bunch, but I actually went through some specific things that I might be dealing with my clients, you know. And when I get the wins, I'm like, okay, well, let me see some more,
Yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
he popped up with that funding thing. I was like, man, let me really check this dude out and see what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
To my channel, so we just gonna get straight to it. So one of the wins that you got was funding your client. I think it was $32,000 with Bank of America, 3,200
Yeah.
payout. Is that true?
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
And we did
perfect.
another one. We did another one for 20 as well.
Okay, most definitely. Yeah, we're gonna get straight into it, but I just wanted just as like a hook, just to
Uh-huh.
start the video. So I got Doc
Okay.
Davis in the building today. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm great, man. The best in the West.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So pretty much I wanted to bring you on the channel because we obviously have people in the university, the $49 a month university, but
Mm-hmm.
your situation is unique because you joined our funding community. And it's a $2,000 investment currently, but you were one of the pioneers that got in at, just $1,000. So I just wanted to talk about your experience today and just let the people know, what it is. So let's just start off by how did you even find me? Because I honestly don't know if it was like YouTube or social media.
I seen a couple of your videos here and there, whether it was on um, YouTube and
Okay.
Instagram. And
Okay.
I'm a student for life, so when I
Yeah.
see some good stuff, catch my attention more than once, I jump in and look at it. And I mean, the what is it? The school was only what was it? Was it 49,
It was
79?
39 at one point. You might 39. Wrong one was
Okay.
39, but it's
And so,
49 now. Yeah.
I joined in, checked it out because I wanted to
Yeah.
see more. Got a lot of game from it. But then I noticed you was doing something on the funding. And, I got a funding program. So I jumped in and checked that out. Seen you had an offer. It was a good offer. I jumped in there too.
Definitely.
Took a couple of things you did and got a couple of wins. And like, hey, again, I'm a student for life. So I don't mind giving it up where it's due.
Definitely. Definitely. So yeah, you had attended the webinar and then you invested and then I think it was in less than a week you got that Bank of America win. It
Mm-hmm.
was a
Yeah, it,
32,000
it
for a
was
client.
less than a week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was less than a week. So I mean, you tripled the initial investment you made
Easy.
pretty quickly. Yeah, most definitely. So I guess just for the people, some people that might be in the $49 a month and they're
Hmm.
kind of contemplating, should I get in this funding program?
Oh
You
man,
being someone that's in both of the programs, what would you tell people? I just want to hear about that.
man, go for it. Because the truth is this: the bro got a lot of game in there. He giving it up freely. Okay, and when I say freely is the amount he charging don't even compare to the profits you can win on it. I mean, within a week. And I didn't use none of my old skills. I didn't use none of that. I used everything he said just to see was it body and it was. So, man, go for it.
About one thing you mentioned, which is Chase Bank. So Chase Bank is one of the banks that we know that's lending out, a lot of money.
Right.
And we took one of your clients, new LLC,
Mm-hmm.
got 20,000 from there. Can we talk a little bit about the process of how it was? Did you go online and apply? Did you work with like a bank relationship manager, that kind of thing?
Right. Yeah, we actually, in fact, with that one, we used your bank relationship manager. And man, it turned out great. It turned out great. It was an easy process. Um, like I said, when I say I'm a student, I put myself in a student place to see if what you're saying, what you're putting out, is actually gonna get me what you said it was gonna do. And man, you came through like a champ, Chief. So I love it.
So would you say, because I know you're doing credit before, so you have a credit background. Were you
Hmm.
doing funding before? Or this is kind of like a new thing.
I was doing funding before, but
Okay.
again, I, if I see something, it look good. I want to check it out. You know,
Yeah.
I like promote other people to do the same thing. You know, if you see something, jump in, check it out. You know, don't be scared. So I do the same thing. I do the same thing that I teach. You know, if you want it, go for it. There's a lot of people out there that kind of miss opportunities because they scared. You know, and I can't lead people that way if I'm not doing it that way.
Definitely. So one thing I want to talk about is mindset because when I did the live webinar, I mean, it was multiple people on there and
Mm-hmm.
only a select few people took the opportunity. So, I mean, what made you pull the trigger when I dropped the price? I'm like, okay, this is 997. Like, what made you actually pull the trigger? I just want to know a little bit about
Well,
that.
again, when I jumped in on the school thing for the credit repair,
Yeah.
and got a lot of different new game on that. So when I seen that, I was like, oh man, I mean, I already seen what he could do. Let me see what he really could do. You know, I want to put it to the test. I want to see. You know, I mean, because if it was bump, I wasn't gonna, I wasn't gonna put you down or nothing, but I
Yeah.
was out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Definitely. Definitely.
but if it was real, it's like, hey, man, I give you the props because that's what it is. And so in these days, it's not a lot of people talk about it, but they ain't out there doing it. You know, amen. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's what it was, Chief.
As someone that's doing both, I guess, credit repair and funding, and I guess in your opinion, which skill would you prefer doing?
Oh man, the funding is. I mean, credit repair is good. We all need it, okay?
Yeah,
But the
definitely.
funding, that's what it is. Because I mean, you pretty much let everybody know what you're looking for. You know, even if they come close to it, and not actually there, you can take it, help them get there, and then here come the bag. So, yeah, I would definitely say the funding. So,
Gotcha.
if somebody on the fence about funding, getting into this program, go and jump in, go and get it.
Definitely. So you'll be doing more funding with your business, correct?
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm
Okay.
relaunching in January, so
Okay,
this
most
is just
definitely.
giving me some new sauce, some more sauce to work with.
Got you. Got you. Got you. Okay. So is there any particular clientele that you work with and everything? Like somebody might be a business owner that's watching this. They're just like, oh shoot,
Right?
I don't know how to
Yeah.
go get 32,000 from this bank. I don't know how to go get I don't have the relationship with Chase and all of that. What would you say is your particular, is there like a client avatar that you serve? Like anybody? What numbers are we looking for? Minimum credit, that kind of thing.
Well, you definitely got to have. I mean, some people say 680, but I would say seven.
I agree.
720.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, that way it'll be a lot easier.
Mhm.
If you got a new LLC, um, 1 year, even if it's brand new, we could do it with a brand new one. But if you got like 2 years in, now we could do uh, them blocks. We can do a little bit more with you to help you get to that bag faster. I do prefer um, either business owners or future business owners because their mindset is just a little different, you
Yeah,
know, than
definitely.
people that just want to go buy a car and want to go, you know, crash out on
Oh man.
material things.
Yeah. Designer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, if anybody's watching and they're just like, dang, I'm looking for my funding, we'll obviously have your information below, if they feel like they want to work with you and
Amen.
get that funding, we'll have them work with you. So what would you
Appreciate it.
say, I guess, as we're recording this, we're still in 2024. As we head into
Mm-hmm.
2025, what would you say is like next for you heading into the new year in terms of
Oh
funding?
man. It's unstoppable. We got different business entities that we opening up. Like I say, I'm relaunching.
Hmm.
My funding program. Got a lot of things going on this year. So I'm gonna be opening it up wide open for other people to get in to participate, advertising the whole 9 yards. So um, right now, it's like when a person they squat down right before they do the jump ball. Um, December 31st, we springing in and we going for it. And I'm
Yeah.
hoping and praying that everybody else is doing the same thing. Right now, I understand you might be a little quiet. That's fine. Do what you got to do. Put everything together. But when
Hmm.
you come out swinging.
No, most definitely.
Amen.
Yeah, no, that's a good bulletproof mindset to have. So one of the things that I'm big on is our mission. Our mission is to help fund $1 billion to
Mhm.
small business owners. And I think it's very important to be mission driven when we're doing something like this.
Right.
So I guess my next question for you, do you think like because you mentioned earlier about us like starting business owners. So let's say somebody's watching this or looking to make money and they're just like, okay, I want to start credit repair. I want to start funding. Do you feel like funding is a little bit easier to get into? Like, how would you say that? That might be a simple
Oh
question,
man.
but
It to me it is.
yeah.
There's some learning curves you got to go through on the credit repair. Okay, don't get me wrong, you got to learn some things about funding as well. But
For sure.
when I line them up side by side, I mean, you know, um, I wouldn't dodge the credit repair because you get to learn so much, and you're still gonna need it while you're doing funding.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
at the same time, if you could get into that space, and you got somebody that could do the credit repair for you, or that nature, you off and running. Okay, because I sat in the lab many days on the credit repair. The funding is a lot easier for me to do. It really is. Don't get me wrong. I still got to take some clients, put some things together for them before I could take them to the funding. But you know, starting from scratch with it is, uh, you know. So yeah, I would definitely say funding is much better to start.
True. Okay. Less of a learning curve to get into, essentially.
Yes, less
Yeah, for
headaches.
sure. For sure. For sure. How long have you been in the Cat Credit University?
um,
Do you remember when you joined or you don't remember?
I don't know if it was what, maybe 2, 3 weeks, maybe something like
Okay.
that. It wasn't long. Like I said, I've been watching you for a minute, you know, and periodically I'll jump in somebody's school, whatever, listen, see, and then I'm out,
Yeah,
and you one of the first ones that I jumped in and actually participated on something,
yeah,
but
that's
it was
crazy.
because of what I saw, you know,
Yeah, got you.
and I mean, hey, I can't front on it, but bro, you got it. You got
Appreciate
it
it.
going on, man.
God willing.
So,
Appreciate it. No, I
amen.
appreciate it. Yeah. So I don't know if you've been through a lot of the info in the Cat Credit University. I understand it is a lot of information, so I don't really expect everyone to go through it in like a short amount of time. But can you compare, I guess, the content in there to the if you've seen the one in the funding community, I made it very, very simple compared to
Right,
like the Cat Credit University. So
right.
can you talk, have you been through a lot of the info in the university or kind of skimmed it
I,
or
I went through a lot of it when it came to the wins,
okay.
seeing what people was winning in as
Okay.
far as the deletions. I like how you
Yeah.
got that situation where how many deletions you got this week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
You
so I
inspired that.
went through.
Some people might not know, but I made a post and I was saying like what would y'all want me to add to make the university better? And then it was you.
Mhm.
You said if we could have like a SOP thing. So now I told my team, I sent the screenshot to my team and I said we need to implement this. So, salute
Wow,
to you. I appreciate
wow,
that
wow.
contribution. Yeah, for
Salute, my
sure.
brother.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I looked at that, and people win it. They win it,
Hmm.
and some things they dealing with, Um, I've tried a couple of them, and got some wins from it. So I mean, yeah, I would definitely say I haven't been through a whole bunch, but I actually went through some specific things that I might be dealing with my clients, you know. And when I get them wins, I'm like, okay, well, let me see some more,
Yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
he popped up with that funding thing. I was like, man, let me really check this dude out and see what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I know it's a lot of information in the university, so I wasn't expecting you to have been through everything. What about the classroom and the funding? Have you been through? I know you've been like taking action quickly, but I don't know if you've had time to look
Yeah,
through.
I actually went through all of the funding things,
Oh,
and,
okay.
and you know, and and that's how I knew, you know, that you knew what you was talking about. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I put a couple of things to the test, and like I said, within a week, you know, we got what 30, maybe 50.
32. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
With
yeah,
the bank. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
For sure. Okay.
yeah.
Cool. So you being in both, you know, I definitely wanted to just bring you on here, just hear your experience. I guess in closing, what piece of advice would you have for somebody they watching this and they're kind of on the fence? They're just like, okay, cool. I'm hearing the funding. I'm seeing the wins he's posting and all that. I know like it's not a scam or nothing like that, but they're still like on the fence. What would you advise this person?
I don't play the lotto, but the truth is, it's like the lotto. You got to be in it to win it. Okay,
Mm,
you got to get in there and go for it. You cannot. If you have past losses, you have past situations where things didn't go right, you know, shake that off and move forward
yeah.
because you got to be in it to get it, you know.
Mhm.
And a lot of people they just focus on, you know, the tail side of the coin, you know, but you gotta look toward that head side if you want to be ahead. Amen.
Amen. Amen. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave your information below. I guess how can people find you? We're gonna leave a link in the description and all that, but how can
Mm-hmm.
people reach out to you?
For the credit repair is
Hmm.
dominionairesolutions.com. Okay.
Okay.
We got a brand new rollout on that. Y'all gonna love that when you
Perfect.
see it. And
Perfect.
same thing when it comes to the funding. It's still the Millionaire Solutions, but you're going to be dealing a lot with me. We dealing with that funding part of it.
Hmm. There you have it. We'll leave the link in the description. With that being said, appreciate y'all watching. We'll have a link in the
Awesome.
description if y'all want to tap in with us. If not, just keep watching the videos. Y'all have a blessed one.